Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're new, I would love it if you would become part of the family. After the video, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Those thumbs up really help my channel to grow. And if you like this DIY and other Dollar Tree and other DIYs, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the red button and then tapping the notification bell and all to be notified every single time I upload. So this is the project we're doing today. I turned a Dollar Tree sign into a pumpkin patch sign, so let's get into it.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and be...
Okay friends, so to start off, I have this Dollar Tree sign and it had a lot of glitter on it. So I will be taking that outside to sand the glitter down, and I'm not going to worry too much about you know, sanding the whole thing and making it smooth, because I will be using the back side for this sign. So I just cut the hanger off of it and got rid of that because I wasn't going to be using a hanger. I am going to be having it sit on something. So if you want to hang it, just glue a hanger, or after you're done, put holes in it. But I knew that the holes wouldn't really look right, and I'm not worried about covering up the holes because our frame is going to cover it. So here I'm taking my favorite dowel rods, and if you guys have been with me for a while, you know that I'm kind of obsessed with this right now. I hope I'm not annoying you guys with all the framed pictures, but I just love it, and it just turns a sign from, you know, not looking professional to looking like you bought it from the store. So I'm just measuring how to get your dowels the perfect size. So you just want to take one dowel, measure it, mark it on the dowel, mark it on the sign, and then do the same thing for the flip side, and then measure from your mark to get your middle pieces. And then you just line your dowel rods up next to each other and just make a mark on the other dowel. That way you know where to cut it. And I use a little saw, but you guys could use a hand saw for this if you don't have one. So here I'm just showing you, I ended up just ripping off the picture with the glitter. It just came off really easily, and I tried to sand the glitter, but there was still glitter everywhere, and glitter drives me nuts. I don't know about you, but I wanted to get rid of it. So I'm just going to go in with my white Waverly chalk paint and my favorite brushes. I get these off Amazon in a 2-pack, and they're really nice and big. So they cut your paint down, they cut your paint time down significantly. So I'm just going to give this a really nice coat, and then I end up blow drying the first coat and putting a second coat just because the first coat wasn't enough. But if you don't have a blow dryer, or if you don't want to pull one out, just pop it in the oven at 150 for about 3 to 5 minutes. And with chalk paint, if it's really hot and humid, it makes it dry really fast. So that's why the oven method works really well. So I just am painting, and then I put a second coat on this sign. And if you guys aren't following me over on Instagram, I will leave my link in the description box. I share a lot of behind the scenes and little hauls that maybe aren't long enough for YouTube, and updates. Like, for instance, I'm so sorry that I did not upload last Friday. I shared on my Instagram. I've been having trouble with my classes. For those of you that are new, I am in college, and I've been having issues with the system and having to redo work. So that's why I wasn't able to upload. And usually my upload schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but until the semester ends. I think I'm just going to do Monday and Friday upload, and then if I have time to upload on Wednesday, I will, and if I don't, then I don't. So here I just searched free printable pumpkin patch on Google, and this is what I found. I love it so much, and I will leave that link as well where I got it in the description box. So I have one of those little pumpkins. I spray painted it silver, and here's my handy dandy graphite paper. If you guys don't have this, I'm showing you here how many times I used one little piece and a bunch comes in a pack. I think it's like $3 or $4. I'll leave that down in the description box as well. But it's definitely worth it. And if you don't have graphite paper, just scribble on the back of your picture and you can transfer it that way. So here I am just lining it up. I'm going to trace the top and then I will move the graphite paper down. So I did that, and I wanted to take the U-pick from this sign where the pumpkin is and put it underneath like where I'm gonna put my wooden pumpkin. So I'm just showing you that I'm just gonna put my pumpkin on there to kind of get a gauge of where I want to put my U-pick. So I just make a little mark under my pumpkin, and that way I know where the bottom of the pumpkin is. And then I take my graphite paper and just line it up, and then take my paper and trace over it. And then that way I know that the U-pick isn't going to be blocked by my little wooden pumpkin. So here I'm just showing you that it's all transferred, it's looking cute, and I have paint markers. These are water-based. This one's Fine Point. This is actually from the pack that I got, and I bought an extra one for the giveaway. So make sure if you haven't entered that giveaway to check in the description box as well for that and enter it. There's a few days left, but I'm going to outline with my paint pen. So here I'm taking my white paint pen, and in this picture it has these little marks on the letters, and I knew that with my paint pen I wasn't able to get those marks to stand out. So I'm just taking my white and just not outlining, but putting a line wherever the picture had a line. And I have my picture right next to me just so that way I know where to put my lines inside of the black letters. And at first I wasn't too sure when I first started doing this. I thought, oh my goodness, I made a bad mistake. But after it was all done, I thought that it looks really, really good. So I was definitely happy with it. But obviously it's your choice. So here I'm just showing you how good it turned out. I really do love it. I really do enjoy making signs like this. So I'm just taking my pumpkin. Again, I spray painted it with hammered silver spray paint. And I'm just galvanizing it by taking elephant chalk paint and white chalk paint, and I take a brush that's kind of frayed out. It's all over the place when you press down on it, and I take that and just dab all over. It's the same thing I did with my ghost. If you haven't watched that video, I'll leave it at the end of the video. So I'm just experimenting. I tried a dabber, that didn't work. I tried a makeup sponge, again, that didn't work. I don't know why I tried it again. When I did my ghost, I tried it and it didn't work. But finally I pull out another brush and this worked much, much better. So I just dabbed the elephant all over the place, and then I go in with my white and I dab that all over the place as well. The paint wanted to soak in. I was impatient and didn't let my spray paint dry all the way. So I would definitely recommend to let your spray paint dry all the way before proceeding to this step. But in the end, it looks good, so it is what it is. And then I just take some of my moss. Actually, I take some black and just take my brush from the edge towards the middle and just accentuate the edges just to give it kind of like a glow. I think that it makes it look more realistic doing it like this, just because if you ever see anything galvanized, the edges are pretty dark. And then I go in with my moss and just give it a little bit of color. Not much, but my decor this year is just really neutral colors with the green and tan and white and stuff like that. So I wanted to at least make it match and blend in. So that's what I do next. And I just wanted to mention, if you guys don't have access to square dowels, if you can't afford square dowels, you can use popsicle sticks for the frame. You can also take wooden rulers and just score it down the middle, and then take like wire cutters or pliers and kind of like snap it so that it's not as thick, and then you can cut it down a size that way. But I just wanted to mention, because I know not everybody has access or can afford square dowels, so I just wanted to give you guys a different option just in case you don't have them. And I totally understand that. But I am just taking truffle in the Waverly chalk paint, and I'm painting the stem just so that way you can tell that it's a pumpkin, and just so that way it looks a bit more realistic. So next I'm just going to glue my pumpkin down, and then I'm just going to take my dowels and glue my dowels down. And then the last step is to take some raffia. Raffia is kind of a pain to work with. That's why generally I will opt for ribbon. I'm not the biggest fan of raffia, just because it's kind of hard to get a bow. The strands don't want to stay together to be able to loop it and make a bow, but I made it work because I wanted it to look fall and rustic, and I knew that the raffia would look the best. In my opinion, you can use whatever you like. You can use ribbon. You don't have to put anything at all. It's really just to your taste and to suit your decor. And I also wanted to mention too that you can paint this any color you want. You can paint it black and do the pumpkin patch white. Whatever your little heart desires, you can do what you like. So just know that for every one of my projects, I'm just kind of inspiring you to do your own thing, show you how to do it, and then you can take it and do whatever you like with the idea. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, because sometimes if I watch a video and I don't really like the colors or something, I will switch it up to suit my decor. So anyway, I made a bow. I found the easiest way to make a bow out of raffia was to tie it like I normally tie a regular bow, and they come out perfect every time. If you want to see how I do that, I show you exactly how to do it in my last video with the ghost. And again, that'll be linked all the way at the end of the video. So just click on it and it'll take you right to it. But I just, again, I had a time with this raffia. I had a hard time making a bow. So once I finally get my bow looking cute and the way that I want it, I just snip the ends off to make it even, and then I glue that down, and that is it, you guys. I am so happy you stopped by. I am so grateful for all the love and support. I want to give back to you guys. That's why I did this giveaway. So please go enter if you haven't. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you do that. Become part of this positive, uplifting family of women. I can see if it's men or women watching, and it's all women. Men are welcome, but you know, I just think it's a great thing when women come together and share ideas and inspire each other. So that's what I want to do. I want to inspire and be kind and just love on people that might not get as much love, or even people that do get a lot of love. That's just my nature. That's just who I am. And I love all you guys so much. When I say that, I really truly mean that. And I just want to be a positive light in everybody's life. I just hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I would love it if you would introduce yourself down in the comments below if you're new, and if you're returning. I'm trying to get to know you guys a little bit, so I wanted to ask you guys a question, and I'm wondering, what is your favorite thing to do on a rainy day? Other than crafting, of course, because I think that's everybody's favorite. But other than crafting, what's your favorite thing to do on a rainy day? And also, those of you introducing yourself, let me know what you like to do on a rainy day too. So please stick around, guys. I have much, much more in store. The holidays are coming, so you won't want to miss it. So just make sure that you'll be notified. So until next time, bye guys.
Last night we had something. Tonight I'll be guessing, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to